Greetings and welcome to a new video for the channel. As I mentioned last week, today I'm going to dive deeper into the mallard. And what better way to do that than by adding some color to life, right? To finish the first page of my bird encyclopedia, I'm going to add the color palette I'll be using in today's drawing. As I mentioned in the previous video, all of these colors can be found on the mallard, specifically the male. The female, on the other hand, has a brown plumage with patterns. We commonly refer to the mallard as a duck, one of those animals we quickly learn about when we're kids, right? And we find them to be friendly, cute, and sweet. But even though they seem friendly, they're actually a formidable predator of nature, as you'll see next. By the way, if you enjoy this kind of content, feel free to give the video a big like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Before we begin, I'd like to remind you that all the artwork you see me doing in these videos is available to purchase in my online store, and you can find my store in the video description. Don't you think it's fascinating how the natural world speaks to us just through colors? One day I'll make a video diving into this topic, because it's super interesting. From how nature uses color to give species information about what food to eat or avoid, to camouflage, and how species protect themselves, mate, and so on. Its scientific name is Anas clathyrhynchos, or whatever, but we commonly call it the mallard. It's a very common bird found across the northern hemisphere, and it inhabits temperate zones, which happen to be my favorites. What a coincidence! The mallard was one of the many birds described scientifically by Carl Linnaeus in his 1758 work Systema Naturae. It's also sometimes called the blue-winged mallard. It measures between 50 and 60 centimeters with a wingspan ranging from 81 to 98 centimeters. It usually weighs between 0.72 and 158 kilograms. They typically feed on the surface of the water or graze along the shorelines, whether it's a pond, a river, or a lake. Are omnivores, meaning they eat pretty much anything. Seeds, tubers, invertebrates like gastropods, insects like beetles, flies, dragonflies, and sometimes crustaceans and worms. Mallards generally mate with their partners between October and November. The females lay their eggs in the spring, and at that point, the male leaves her and joins other males, waiting for the summer molt, which starts in June and is when they get their contour feathers. During this time, the males lose their ability to fly for about a month. Naturally, during this time, they very cleverly hide in the aquatic vegetation to protect themselves from predators. The females, however, go through the same process as the male once they're finished caring for the offspring. The clutch consists of about 8 to 13 eggs, which are incubated to 27 to 28 days until the hatch. This period is very stressful for the female, as she loses about half of her weight, so she looks for a predator-free spot, kind of like what the male does when he loses the ability to fly. The female raises her ducklings alone, and they take between 50 and 70 days to fully develop. From day one, the ducklings can swim and feed themselves. It's impressive that humans who like to brag about being the most evolved species on planet Earth are completely useless of doing anything until their 30s. In my personal opinion, I think we'll learn a lot by observing, and it's quite a feat to gather all this information for study and for future generations. Humans are a peculiar species, capable of both the best and the worst, but always with a drive to continue a kind of unconscious legacy that perpetuates itself endlessly, much like the life cycle and patterns of these cute little creatures. Once, a long time ago, we were animals too. Well, in fact, we're still animals, and in one way or another, we also have instincts, and our psyche behaves similarly. As an unconscious animals, we act like spectators in the grand cinema of the world. We are the eye that takes in the world, that eye that shares the world with billions of other species. And well, that is my reflection for today. And this is what we've learned by observing ducks. Not bad at all. And last but not least, remember to subscribe and give this video a like if you enjoyed it. All my artwork is available in my online store, and you'll find the link to it in the video description. Thanks for your time, and I'll see you here in the next video. Again, thank you, and see you soon.